right off of the side of BB when I had BB cart. So I gotta get new laminated sticker signs anyways made up. So that's gonna cost, but you know, this is all out of pocket. You know, you see all these stickers and everything. We don't get no funding for any of this. Nobody gives us a, hey, it's all out of pocket, and we're on fixed income. I offset the cost of feeding the rabbits at $7 a bag of carrots at Great Canadian Superstore, right? You know, it's all, and those rabbits eat friggin' a bag a day. To add up the cost, it's very costly to do what, and you've seen previous videos of people, what I do. So these stickers are for real. Whatever's left over, I'm lucky if I buy Becky a no-name brand of Zero Cola. You know, that's $1 something. It ain't we're not profiting anything out of this. It's non-profit, and it's always been. So, you know, so if you see me in that, and you say, Lyle, I'd like to donate to the rabbit fund. Okay, thank you. Here you go, Lyle, Becky. That'd be great. You know, like, you want to make a contribution towards what we're doing. I can't give you a donation number or whatever, but if you want to contribute to our what we're doing, that's great. You know, I go on doing that, and it's not profit. I post the video because, you know, the rabbits, those little rabbits, and teenage rabbits and that, and the adult rabbit, not the adult rabbits. The adult rabbits say, oh, I've had enough of that, and I'm going. They go off, and the senior rabbits, they go off and do their thing, right? And then, yeah, but they let you've seen in the videos, it's the little rabbits and the teenage rabbits, and yeah, and it's like a cycle all the time. And then there's the little gray rabbits, and the little gray rabbits remember me over on the front. They say, oh, I remember your cart. They go looking and checking out the cart. They're not asking for a carrot or anything. They're checking out the cart. Oh, looking good. You know, they're standing up on their back legs. Oh, looking good. You know, I've offered them carrots, and they said, no, we don't want a carrot. We just come over. They come right up to me as soon as they see me. And then they look at BB and that, and they look at her. Oh yeah, and then they look at the cart. Because when I sometimes sit on the side or in the culvert, right, on the side of the highway, while I'm having my coffee and that, and just enjoying looking at the scenery, at the view of the, right, or you know. Anyways, so yeah, so. And the rabbits, they go underneath BB cart, and they know that it's automatic shade and that, and if there's no shade around, they'll come right up underneath BB cart, and they'll sit under there, and they'll just chill. Because, you know, they don't want to sit in the same spot in the shade all the time, right? So they come under BB cart. They do it all the time, right? And they sit there and they chill out and that, right? So yeah, and then I don't give them water, because you don't give rabbits water out in the wild rabbits. You know, they're not domesticated; they're still wild rabbits. And they don't. And the reason why you don't give them water, because their saliva, they can transmit communicable diseases amongst themselves, and yeah, so you don't give them a bowl of water and not thinking that it's gonna, they look like they're thirsty. No, they get a lot of water and a lot of nutrients from the grass and stuff that they chew on, or the roots. Okay? And for your information, people, I heard this back the past 2 weeks. There's some people think that, rabbits dig burrow holes and they go right into freaking people's houses and then the rodents crawl in. Well, I'm sorry to say, but rabbits, they only dig a burrow as long as they are, and then they dig a little round part in there, and they throw it out, and that's as far as they go. They don't go any further. That's what their burrows are. It's like round, and then there's a hole for them to go in. And that's what they do. They don't go any further in that, and like people think. Oh, I heard one lady said, "Oh, a rabbit dug a hole in my friggin' friend neighbor's yard, and then now all the rodents are coming into her house." And I was thinking to myself, "You lady, you're on drugs." I defended the rabbits. I said, rabbits don't do that. They don't dig holes and go right up to your foundation and that, and rodents climb in. I said, "Lady, that lady's probably got problems. She's probably an unclean lady, and she's got probably rats running around in her place, and she's blaming it on the friggin' rabbits." Because I know for a fact rabbits do not do that. And oh, there is another thing that you should all know about rabbits, people, that I found out just, if you have rabbits around, right, a lot of them around, you should be thankful, because they have the same scent gland in their urine, in their bladder, as a cat. And when they pee, right, and they pee wherever they want to pee, right, that scent of that deters rats and rodents from populating or around that area. So let's get this myth off out of the table here, eh? Right? And you can, if you don't believe me, ask your veterinarian about that, because it's true. Their urine scent is the same as a cat's urine scent. And that scent deters rats and rodents from, the smell of it deters rats and rodents from large populations, than that. Because you got to remember, rodents, they go by the scent. They're no, you notice their noses are always up in the air because they're going by the scent, the smell of things around, eh? So there you go. 101 education here for you guys. All right. So yeah, this is Wednesday. It's coffee time. All right, you see it's AM in the morning, so coffee time, and that's the correct time. All right, see, that's the correct time. So yeah. Okay, so. And oh, hey, you don't see the back side of me anymore on there when I'm, hey, I hope not, because I got me shirt tucked out instead of tucked in, which I should have been doing for a long time. Well, and well, Becky's need of all your prayers, her knee. Her right knee, she had her left knee already operated on, replaced. Getting her right knee done, and she's on the wait list right now. It's just waiting, and she's in a lot of pain. She'd sit here, she's on the couch, she's all over, trying to just get her in that comfort zone. And try not to excite Becky too much, because she's got high blood pressure lately. So doctors are working on getting her on the proper medication to give her the right pill for that. That's an update of Becky. That's all she wanted me to update you guys on and let you all know. Okay, and hold her up in your prayers and that, and let's think happy things for Becky and good things to come for her tonight to do. And Brittany, you take care, you know, we know you watch these videos faithfully and that, and so you take care, and you make sure you see how your mom goes out there, and it's a struggle for her too on a daily basis. It's not easy. You know, these videos were for her to see what I was doing out in the community. Oh yes, update on people, new subscribers and viewers. Okay, these videos you watch all the time, right? I use the YouTube channel as a tool, okay? And the tool is, I show Becky, because Becky is in that position where she's in a lot of pain, and she wants to see what I do out in the community, and what good things, you know, of what I do and that, and what's happening out in the community and that, and how a daily function, our day-to-day of stuff. And Brittany, this is also for you too, okay? Your mom and you have this, your mom's on, anyways, our daughter, right? So this is also for our daughter, Brittany. She's in Colony Farms, and yeah. So I constantly remind you all about these videos, what these videos are for, and I don't mind sharing it. People in the community of Nanaimo know what we went through, right? We even changed the law. People to this day are using our case file in family courts. I hate to say that, Brittany, but you know, it's true. And yeah, it's true. There was a pastor, he heard about what's that, and before it was Tabernacle, but now it's called Generation Church. But before it used to be the Tabernacle Church. And there's famous singer and that, and nobody knew who he was, and that him and his family were sitting right next to us, and his dad and that, and he gave us a CD, and right, and he heard about what we went through and that, and forgiveness. It's the hardest thing to do. I play it on our YouTube channel, but I get a copy strike because there's copy infringements on that, eh? And Matthew West and his ministry and his family, they're good people, you know. Yeah. So that song I told him, he says, I kind of, right? Well, anyways. But that's then, this is now, and so update, oh yes, and you see the Eagle Labor Independent and the straight and narrow logo without the John Matthew, without going on the straight and narrow on the borderline of it, and without it saying Matthew 7:14 on the bottom, right? Without that writing around there, and that, everything's still the same, right? That's the logo for Eagle Labor Independent now, right? It's just the way it is. Okay, everybody thought it was after me handing when it started, that a day before Canada Day's anniversary of that name in existence. So 33 years will be this year, 2026. So yeah. What else? Oh yeah, when you see it propped up, right? Okay, all you riders and all you professional drivers, right? Like I'm talking class 1, you know, air ticket people, right? And you know, riders, you know, guys who have dirt bikes, motorbikes, or Harleys, or whatever, right? 2 wheels, 3 wheels, whatever have you, right? If you see it propped up like that, and a logo and that propped up like that, there's such a thing as highway blessings. All right, and it's needed. And I'm doing it, eh? And when you see me go, the drivers, they see me go out, give them the peace signal and that, it's highway blessings I'm doing. Okay? Highway blessings. Now, a lot of guys know, you know, old timers know who Dave George Finley is, Little Bear. I'm the real wild one, the kid. That's the class 1 ticket people, they know, right? And it's true about that movement that started when I was young. And it is something now, which I'm not aware of, wasn't aware of until I was told. So yeah, that's not to talk. Anyways, it is. So what, right? So yeah, there's such a thing, and that's what when you see my sign popped up on the back of BB cart and that, or when I'm sitting on the Northridge Center at the picnic table where A&W is, and you see me with the sign propped up there, right, on that cement picnic. And boy, is that cement picnic table ever wobbly. Oh, like surfing on a surfboard. Anyways, that's besides the point, right? So I prop it up. If you see it propped up and you see me, and you see me giving you the peace signal, right? I'm giving you the rider, not their vehicle or their modes of transportation. I'm giving the riders and professional drivers highway blessings to get to and from their destination safely. And it's needed. So let's get this